There are bad racing games, and then there's Tire Fire Rally. I went in hoping for chaos, and I got that, just not the kind I was hoping for. In Tire Fire Rally, there's only 3 tracks total, each with a couple unique hazards. The hazards are always in the same spots and occur in the same order with 0 randomization, making each replay feel identical. There are 3 different game modes, being Time Trial, which is pretty self-explanatory, you just race by yourself and try to get the best time. There's Arcade, which is casual single races with no goal or reward in mind. And then there's Grand Prix, or actually, I'm not going to say that. I don't know if they're trying to be funny, but let's just move on. This mode is the main mode. This is your bread and butter. It requires you to come in first on all 3 tracks across all 3 different difficulties. Here is where I really start to take issue with the game. There are no rewards whatsoever for winning. There's no new tracks, no new vehicles, and not even cosmetic skins for the different vehicles. There's also no visible stats for any of the vehicles. While they seem to handle differently, there's no way to really compare it without actually just getting in there and playing with that vehicle. The controls are not explained either, which isn't a big deal because it's just WASD and you can press Q to reset your car, but you're left to just figure that out yourself. There's also no minimap either, which again isn't really a big deal, but I would just like to know where all the other drivers are in the race. Lastly, there is local multiplayer, but that requires sharing a keyboard, and that just feels more like a novelty than an actual feature anyone would use. Moving on to the graphics and art, the visuals are retro and pixelated, which can work, but it just feels a little bit, I don't know, underdeveloped. Maybe that's the right word. The environments lack variety and flair, which I'm not going to say feels like the bare minimum was done, but they could have done more. The only visual personality comes from the different vehicles and the hazard designs. One vehicle looks like the car from Beverly Hills Cop because, well, it's a cop car. Another one looks like it came from the Dukes of Hazzards, and then everyone's favorite vehicle called If It Doesn't Fit, You Must Acquit. The pixel art doesn't have to mean simple, but this game often just feels empty and lifeless. Lastly, let's talk about the time. Tire Fire Rally costs $2 on Steam, and it took me 45 minutes to beat every single Grand Prix difficulty, try out Time Trial and Arcade modes, and test every single vehicle. Even for a budget title, it's shockingly thin on content. With all of that said, Tire Fire Rally earns a sausage rating of 5 sausages out of 10.